What's up, people of the Nintendo Web Stuff, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about one of my favourite films, Labyrinth. And why am I doing this? Well, it's slightly delayed by, what, like a month and a bit? But it's here. I watched the, I was going to say William H. Macy. It's not William H. Macy. It's Patrick H. Willems. I watched the Patrick H. Willems April Fool's Day video on Labyrinth, and even though I knew it was an April Fool's Day joke, it really just grated on me. Because I have a weird thing for this film. It's in my top 10 films, and Labyrinth doesn't get enough credit for how good a film it actually is. I've discussed this in the past about Labyrinth, but the nightmare fuel that is the film Labyrinth by Jim Henson is a really thematically interesting film. It's all about choosing whether to grow up. And that is a theme that's not really covered. It's always made out to be black and white. You grow up. Peter Pan kind of covers this, that whole hook thing, but you know, he grows up eventually, as Disney proved when they made, and he turns into Robin Williams, and everybody loves that. So like, is growing up a bad thing? Can you remain a child forever? Well, mentally you can, and that's what Labyrinth is going to prove. The villain at the beginning of the story is Sarah's stepmother. You know, we're clicking into those fairy tale tropes, and the stepmother isn't that evil. She just wants Sarah to date boys her age, and oh god, that sounds dark. She just wants Sarah to date, basically. She wants her to grow up a bit and enjoy dating, so they have something to share. But Sarah doesn't want to do that. Sarah wants to go up to her room and enjoy her toy. God, that sounds wrong again.
Well, love.
And we explore her room as the audience, and we see her cuddly toys, and we see all like the playbill, and the fact that her mother was an actress who fell in love with David Bowie, and then you kind of fall into the whole labyrinth sequence where Toby is stolen and she has to go to the labyrinth, and her sexuality is represented by David Bowie and giant bulge. This was an integral part of the film. David Bowie needed to have a big bulge because he is the representation of sexuality. He is her growing up. He is her finding people attractive. And the film does a really interesting thing where it kind of says you can grow up when you want to grow up or not grow up at all. It's all in your head and it's your choice. She chooses not to fall down this hole and give in to her sexuality. She chooses to remain childish, but just that little bit longer. And that's sweet, isn't it? Because themes have become very black and white nowadays. It's not as open to interpretation. Yes, we get the whole artist's intent and when does it stop becoming the author, etc, etc, etc. You've got one film written, you've got one film directed, you've got one film edited. But that is redundant because we as the audience can take it however we please. But Labyrinth is an underrated film both thematically and just within plots of itself. Ah, so good. I personally love the Knights and Knaves puzzle, which I feel like confuses everyone because, you know, Sarah gets the right answer. She does. Why does she fall? That we're going to move on to that, but we're going to move to myself as I explain what the Knights and Knaves puzzle is in a different location, because I'm bored of standing here. Thank you, me, for that. So you're probably wondering, if she gets the answer correct, why does she fall down? Well, that's not the important thing here. What the important thing is that she gets the answer correct. She asks the right question. What's the right question, of course? There are two scenarios. We'll call door A the safe door. That's safety boy. And door B is the evil door. That door will kill you. If the guard you ask is the one that lies, you asked him, which funny a lie, and that's that kind of Sarah's question. He will tell you falsely that the other guard is the liar. He will lead you astray by saying that the other guard will lead you to door B, which means you need to take door A. But if you ask the one telling the truth, he'll tell you honestly that the other guard, he's gonna point you to door B, which means that door A is the safe door. So you're always gonna go for door A. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. I mean, it's a piece of cake, right? And welcome back. Right, that was great. That was fun. That was impeccable, wasn't it? Oh, yes. That subtle glasses, switch, completely different person, not like I'd already said it was me. Anyway, the Knights and Knaves puzzle, she does actually get it right, and that actually is really interesting thematically again, because yes, she gets it right, but what happens to her? She gets punished for her hubris, for her arrogance. Every time she says something's a piece of cake, Jareth comes in and he messes it up for her again. And it's just so well done that you don't even know it. I especially love the fact that people are still questioning if she got it right to this day, which she did, but as soon as she steps through, she goes,
"It's a piece of cake!"
Down she goes, she gets punished. After she escapes the oubliette, a word which I've started using a lot more since playing CK2. And she escapes the oubliette, she finds Jareth and she says it's a piece of cake. Hoggle knows it's wrong, Sarah doesn't. Jareth punishes her by reducing her time and getting chased by a giant puppet engineered murder machine. But it's just a fabulous film, and I can never put into words how much I actually adore this film. I watched this as a child, it gave me nightmares with the fireys. I have discussed this in a podcast. And Labyrinth in itself is revolutionary, both in sets and puppets. The set itself was built higher up, so the puppets were able to be used properly. And then the puppets themselves, you have Hoggle, who is a very special puppet where you had 5 puppeteers plus a bodysuit man. This is just a quick reason for me to talk more about Labyrinth, because not enough people talk about this film, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it, because you may think, what the hell is he on about? How can he love this film so much? But it is good, it's weird as balls, but like, such a good film, both from a filmmaking perspective, because the amount of work that went in behind the scenes, and the story elements are fantastic. Just go watch it. If you've seen it before, go watch it again. Just go love it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like. Leave me a comment. What do you think about Labyrinth? Should I start doing more looking back and reviews of films I either love or hate? Because, you know, I need to start doing more filmy stuff again. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you again, hopefully soon. I've been Liam, you've been the audience. Goodbye.